Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and the new Masters of the Universe Revelation show, which was expected to be a He-Man show, but turned out to be something very different. And I wanted to talk today about True Name. So I recently got the Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition books, and it has this spell called True Name. True Name is a fantastic Dungeons & Dragons spell. It's an old school Dungeons & Dragons spell. It's like 8 paragraphs long, right? Like it's literally like 400 to 600 words long. It's really involved, right? But Gary Gygax put True Name into the Dungeons & Dragons 1E game, and it's a fascinating spell because I think it's just critically important. And what it is showing is it says what the Dungeons & Dragons True Name spell, the 1E True Name spell, says is if you know the true name of a thing, you can change it, you can transform it, you can control it, you can transport it, okay? You can do pretty much whatever you want. You can copy it, right? You can even destroy it. If you know the true name of a thing, you have control over the thing, right? And what Gary was saying is pay very close attention to what the true name of the thing is. It matters, right? So, this weekend, Masters of the Universe Revelation, warning, spoilers for Masters of the Universe Revelation here. And so Kevin Smith came out, the guy who did Clerks a while ago. He was given control of the He-Man Masters. So Netflix was like, we really, a lot of people like He-Man Masters of the Universe, the 1980s classic, world-breaking, world-shaking 1980s American sitcom, right? Like millions of people watched it, right? So we want to do a He-Man show, right? That was what we thought, right? And Kevin Smith was like, okay, I see that people are interested in He-Man Masters of the Universe, but the name of this show is Masters of the Universe Revelation. And so people got very upset when they went and they saw the He-Man show, and they're like, He-Man is barely in this show, right? And there was no reason for them to be upset. And the reason why is they didn't pay attention to Dungeons & Dragons 1E True Name, right? They looked with their eyeballs and listened with their earballs and were told that this was going to be a He-Man show, right? And again, that this is going to be a He-Man show. And the trailer showed He-Man in the show, right? But the reality is when the show was delivered, people were like, wait, He-Man dies in the first 20 minutes of the first show, and then he dies again in the last, at the 20-minute mark in the 5th episode, the last episode of season 1. And so He-Man dies twice in the show. Actually, He-Man dies in the 20-minute mark in episode 1. Adam, who is He-Man, dies in the 5th episode of the show, right? And then every other point that he is in the show, he is either a robot, an angel, a dream, or I think there's one more thing. Oh, yeah, a robot, a dream, an angel. I think he might have taken, or a memory, right? So functionally, He-Man is not in the show. But nobody really should have had any complaints because the true name held the truth. He-Man was very carefully cut out of the name of the show. The show was not named He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It said Masters of the Universe Revelation, right? And so He-Man was very carefully cut out of the name of the show, and he was very carefully cut out of the show itself, right? And so a lot of people got upset and were squawking this weekend. But there really wasn't, and actually regular Muggle people, they had every reason to squawk, right? Because they've never been told by Gary Gygax, you best know the true name and you best pay attention to the true name. Because the true name will tell you the truth, right? And you will not be controlled by the thing, you will control the thing if you simply pay attention to true name. So no dungeon master and no Dungeons & Dragons player should have been upset by Kevin Smith delivering Masters of the Universe Revelation. him clearly telling with the true name that He-Man would be minimally involved in this, right? And that this really wasn't a He-Man show at all. He-Man is cut out of the title, and then he was cut out of the show, right? So like basically Gary warned us, right? He's like, so the only people who can squawk about this are just people who don't pay attention to what Gary Gygax established in literally like 1983, right? In 1983, Gary Gygax was like, pay attention, true names matter, right? I'm paying attention, and I'll never be tricked again by Netflix. I'll pay attention to the title next time, and it was on me that I expected He-Man to be in Masters of the Universe Revelations. All that's my opinion. What do you think? Do you use this Gary Gygax wisdom that echoes down from decades ago of the true name spell? I am using it more and more. Love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.